Hello guys, and today I'm going to take a look at trading in Elite Dangerous. And here we are at Fjordarsen Mines in my Lacon 6 freighter. The first thing you want to do when you consider trading in Elite Dangerous is find two stations that are not very far apart, maybe a couple of jumps at the maximum. And at station A you want to buy something low, sell it high of course at station B, and at station B you want to buy something low and sell it high at station A. That way you optimize your profits so that it's not only one leg of the journey that is profitable, but it's both legs of journey that are profitable. Let's take a look at my setup for this freighter. So all of this is not very important because all you're going to be doing is trying to avoid interdiction, which is pretty easy to do in this game. So you don't really have to get interdicted at all. If you happen to get interdicted successfully, all you're going to do is try to run away. And this heatsink launcher and chaff launcher is good for that. And the point defense will take care of missiles. So if I'm successfully interdicted, I will immediately try to run away by boosting away and zigzagging and throwing out chaff and stuff, and just wait for the frame shift drive cooldown to disappear so I can go into super cruise again as quickly as possible. But you should not get interdicted successfully, as it is pretty easy to avoid. And other thing about traders is that you want to immediately sell all of the modules that you don't need and replace them with cargo racks. And you want to get your hands on the best cargo racks you can for your ship. And in this case, it's the best one is 32, and the next one is 16, depending on the size of the module space. And so in the 5 I can put a 32 cargo, and in the 4 I can put 16 cargo, and in the 2 I can put a capacity of 4 cargo. So you want to load up on as many cargo racks as possible, and probably also want to have a pretty good frame shift drive, and so that you can reach further with your jumps on the galaxy map. And before you start buying your commodities to trade, you also want to make sure that you at all times keep enough money in your bank balance to buy your ship back if it gets destroyed. The rebuy cost for my ship right now is 79,093 credits, as you can see in the bottom left corner. And obviously my ship is worth millions of credits, so if I lose it and I don't have enough money in my bank account for the rebuy cost, then I'm not going to get my ship back, and it will probably take, I don't know, days and days and days to make that amount of money back. So don't leave the station unless you have enough money to rebuy your ship. Let's take a look at the commodities market, and it's very simple to trade in Elite Dangerous. All you have to do is go to the commodities market, and here you can see a list of nearby systems. And if you select a system, in this case it's Neuro, you can see that we at Fjordarsen Mines, where we are now, we import explosives from Neuro. We can also see that we export all of these minerals here. And we can also see that we have a medium supply of palladium, and palladium is very expensive. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to buy a lot of palladium because we're at a mining station and they extract a lot of palladium. So I have to leave enough in my account for the rebuy cost. And that's pretty much it. And if you select somewhere else, you can see that to Spox 900, what we import from there at Theodorsen Mines, and what we export to there. But now that we loaded up on Palladium, it's time to get going. We'll go to Neuro and sell all of the Palladium that we've just bought, because that's an excellent place to sell it at a highly civilized and developed economy. To sell them Palladium from mines is always a good idea, and it's pretty easy to do. And all you do is just scout for these routes, and when you find a good route, preferably one where there's not too many jumps between the systems. If you take a look at this one, Neuro is for my Lakon 6 is just basically 2 jumps, which is decent enough. Sometimes you can actually find even stations in the same system that has a decent trade route. If you can minimize travel time, obviously you maximize the profits that you make. So let's get going. And as I said before, if I get interdicted, I'll try to avoid the interdiction, and if I am interdicted successfully, I'll try to run away immediately by engaging my frameshift drive as quickly as possible to get back into Super Cruise. You don't want to fight in a hauler because it does not have very good maneuverability, and you're not going to be carrying much in the ways of combat equipment. So you want to make sure that all of your energy is directed to your engines. That's the up arrow if you're playing with the keyboard.
Landing gear retracted.
I'm going to boost away from the system so I'm not mass locked anymore.
Frameshift drive
So
charging.
here we go on the first jump. Another important thing is how far there is from the navigation beacon where you land when you jump into a system and to the actual station where you're selling your stuff. Because if it's very far from the navigation beacon to the station, it'll take a long time to get there in your hauler. So you're better off finding a trade route where the station is closer to the navigation beacon. Otherwise you'll spend too much time in space. So just one more jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
As you can see, I also have a shield cell bank on the ship to quickly recharge my shields if I'm getting shot at while I'm waiting for the frameshift drive cooldown to disappear, so I can escape. And that can come in handy if you're unlucky. So we're going to head to Bombelli port and sell the Palladium that we loaded up on. So now I'm arriving safely at Bombelli port, and I'm ready to disengage the frameshift drive out of Super Cruise. So all that's left to do is request docking permission and dock at Bombelli spaceport. And then I can sell my Palladium that I brought in from Theodorsen Mines. And as you'll notice, the little arrows at the left on the actual spaceport on the hologram will show you where the docking entrance is. a landing pad 8, and it's right down there. They always play some soothing music in these space stations. Put down my landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
And here we are.
Successful. Engines disengaged.
So we'll look at the starport services. Find the palladium here. So selling 1 palladium here is a profit of 1,178 credits, which is pretty good. It could be better, but it's still pretty good. I don't have that much palladium to sell because I didn't have that much money initially. But still, we made a pretty good profit, and basically this is how you trade in Elite Dangerous. It's very easy to do, and it can be very profitable when you get a bigger ship. So go out and trade and do some bounty hunting when you get bored with trading or exploring. Maybe I'll look at exploring a little bit later. So subscribe to my channel and be the first to know.